All right, how y'all doing? Oh, it's cloudy. Can y'all see me? Is it clear? Looks fun. Or is it these glasses? I don't know. Might be my glasses. No, it's the screen. Anyway, how doing? Hi, Pam. It's raining now. Hi, Pegasus. I got the bumper shoot though. I want to open it, but I have to. I think I got what? 2,000 videos chaos now. There we go. Hi, Arlene. Hi, Janice. Can you hear me okay? I brought the, oh, I love this weather. I brought these things, the microphone just in case. Peggy, you can hear, can y'all hear me okay? All right. So I got the microphone this time. Aloha. See, now the wind wants to blow this thing. How did you? I was asleep today, right? I ain't got nothing to do today. And everything was a recipe for staying in bed. But, oh, you can hear it on the umbrella. So I get up, well, wake up, I should say, because I didn't get up. I wake up and I got the ceiling fan on. Mine is 43 degrees outside. I got the ceiling fan on. I got the regular fan on. And I got two blankets. And then it's cold and rainy outside. And I'm like, man, if this ain't perfect sleeping weather, which it was perfect sleeping weather because I was asleep. All right, there it goes. I do that every time. Walk away from the house and the Wi-Fi signal dies. I forget to turn it off. Okay. And so I'm like starving. I'm laying there. And 2 hours later, I actually get up. And so now here I am. So, but it's nice out. My umbrella smells like citronella for some reason. Or is it out here? No, that's this. But it's nice. It's quiet. You know, people outside, except me making a bunch of noise. It's light without being sunny, so it's a bit dreary. Gross weather, if you will. I love it myself. The trees are all have shed their colors for the season. You see back there, they're all bare. It is fall, but it's not cold though. I got my gloves on though, because the only thing that ever gets cold is my hands, and it is raining, so I figured they would probably get cold by the time I'm done walking. So I got the gloves on, at least. Frying bacon. I guess it does, huh? Yes, they have. They took them all off and threw them on the floor. Very untidy. That's why humans were invented, to clean up the earth. Yeah, we've been having, we had some weird temperatures last week. It went from like 70 to 40 at night. And then the next day it was like 65 to 43, and then 56 to 43. But with all the storms and stuff, I guess we're getting the fallout, which is just, it's like 9 leaves in that tree. They all stand out, dude. But we're getting a bunch of rain, which I welcome. You know, I was looking at the calendar. I brought a post on the community post. Oh, by the way, too. Ooh, Jesus. You got like 9 bags of marijuana in that car. I know you do. Good Lord. That's all I smell. Jeez. You got a contact high, Lord Jesus. Roll your window up. Is that legal here? I guess it is. Anyway, so what was I even saying? That threw me so off. Okay, yeah, I was looking at the calendar. I put a post on my community post too. If y'all want to leave a question for tonight. And also, I left another post about the humbling of y'all's president, or should I say their president now, that it's been 12 days since the election already. Like, it seems like yesterday. 12 days. I mean, we're already, Thanksgiving is what, in 2 weeks, a week and a half? Good Lord. How time does pass. Canada, y'all had y'all Thanksgiving already, huh? Not legal while drought, but she showed up. I listen. That's all I smell. Unless she just smell like that, then I would fall down too. That ain't my get down. I can't. I don't need nothing to take me outside of myself. I am crazy enough as it is. No, thank you. I need all my faculties. It's the wind. Leave my umbrella alone, please. Thank you. Look, they just really want to snatch this umbrella from me. I want you to stop it. Now I can't see nothing in front of me though. I love this weather. I was sitting earlier today just staring out the window, because that's what I do. Actually, the person, this hat I got on right now, It says Malibu Rue, that's a person. It's a musician. He is the one that asked me. This is the first time I ever said it out loud. He said, "What?" Because I was new to the place that they were all working in, and he asked me, "What do you do for fun?" Because they're trying to get to know who I am. I said, "I stare out the window." Now, most people would look and be like, "Really?" And he said, "Well, what are you looking at?" Like, no judgment. Like, if that's what you say you do, okay, fine. But what are you looking at? I stare out the window for fun. That's what I do. It's fun to me. And so now here I am. If it wasn't for the phone getting wet, I wouldn't have this umbrella. Like at all. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put my boots on. So now my feet are going to get wet too. I went and ordered the darn things to be ready for the snow, and here I am walking in the rain without. But oh well. Yes, I'm in Pennsylvania. But it's nice though. There's a few trees that got some leaves on it still. But look, there's just mounds of leaves. Just mounds of them. I just walked in a puddle. Probably can't even see that, but there's just mounds of them back there. Me too, Pat. I've been doing it forever. Like, I like to just stare out the window. There's four things. First of all, I always name numbers before I actually come up with the list. So we're going to make it fit into four things. There's four things that I'm kind of looking at. One is nothing. I'm just kind of staring, and it kind of gives me a blink. I can blink out when I just look out the window. Some other people can meditate. I can't meditate. But looking out the window, absolutely. Two is like outside of that window is the whole world. And so it's good for your imagination, for my mentality, to where you can just look out the window and just stare. And the whole world is out here. You can go outside and be a captain of industry, or you can be a entry-level worker. You can go to Paris, you can go to Japan, you can go to the moon. You can go wherever you want to. Outside the window. Three, I'm a homebody, so I just like to be inside anyway. And then four, I didn't have a four, so there you go. But I like the wonderment of it all, especially on days like today. That's why I like some of my favorite photographs in the whole world is an open road to where the road just winds and winds. Now, granted, I hate road trips, like with the fire burning passion. I hate sitting in the car for an extended period of time, bus, truck, whatever. I can't. It drives me crazy. But I like the openness, kind of like with the window. The whole world is there. The same with the open road. It leads you to everywhere. Where do you want to go? What do you want to see? That's what I like. It helps to soothe the Gemini mind. Okay, let's dive down a little. So that's what I like. Yeah, I knew he was going to get Pennsylvania. He was like, "Oh, Pennsylvania's too close to call." No, it's not. No, it's not. Because places he shouldn't have won, Biden, he won. So Pennsylvania was not going grant. First off, every place here is mask mandatory, so there you go. That's number one. See, well, I don't know. I don't like convertibles. They're kind of, I don't know. I don't care for them. I've been in one my whole life. Hi, Dolores. And thank you, Dolores. But I like the openness of it all. See, this kind of thing, though, that's not really me. Like, I'm not a wander into the woods person, though. I don't really care for that life. Like, even though it's power lines, so you're somewhat close to civilization. And there's a road at the top of all the trees if you keep climbing. But I'm not a woods person. Yeah, there might be snakes there in them grass, as they say. I can't. But I do like trees. But I don't want to walk amongst them. Hiking in Connecticut, as long as we ain't going into mountains and no creatures and because listen, I ain't running from nothing I can't stab now. I got to have 2 knives and something else on me. Like that man running from that mountain lion. No, thank you. Well, see, I don't ever walk outside with shorts anyway. I think I'll be all right with that one. I can wear some long pants. Like my beach videos, we'd go to the beach in what? Jeans and tennis shoes. Everybody walking around in their swim trunks and swimming suit, flip flops. I'm the only one on the beach with a hat on, jeans, and tennis shoes. Because that's how I roll. Ooh, not chiggers. No, thank you. I don't hear the woodpeckers today. Lyric, my aunt, I swear that's her pastime, or was, rest her soul. She would just stare and just wonder about the lives of other people. Like, I wonder what you did and where you are and who you are, what made you, and why do you live here? And because everybody is a little book or a big book, depends on who you are. And so it'd be interesting to kind of know the inner workings of people. I think everybody, even the most boring of lives like me, could, make for a lifetime movie or two. My life is very boring though. I make moments sound interesting through my rants, but for the most part, it's very boring. And that is on purpose. Because I like things even keel. I don't like things up and down. My life is the Two of Pentacles, which means struggling to balance. So I like things the way they are. I like change because when I change completely. I don't like drip drops of change. Like, give me a whole big change and then let's be done with change until we need to change again. But that's just me. That's what I like. Because I do like change. And a lot of people have said, I guess my energy, my everything has changed since I moved here. And it is true. It has. Florida is not a horrible place, even though it tries to prove you wrong every second of the day. And it's really not. The beach was gorgeous. You know, if you like sand, it's plenty of it there for you. Palm trees, hot weather. Some people like my sister loves that type of stuff. She likes the beach and the warm sand and the warm water and the palm trees and the hot weather. She likes that. Me, I am a snow and rain person. So, thank you, Doreen. So, that's me. So, Florida's not horrible, but it also didn't mesh with who I was. And so now that I'm here, it's a completely different thing. You get to see, I don't really care for palm trees. There's no palm trees back here. We moved here at the right time, though. So I don't know how Pennsylvania is otherwise in the summertime, because I hate summer, but we moved here when the weather's changing. And then the trees are pretty. And then here comes the rain, and we had a little touch of snow last week that I missed because I was asleep. you know. So yeah, I feel lighter here than I did in Florida. I'm walking around now for something to do because I wanted to get out the house. I like the rain and all this. I didn't take pleasure walks in Florida, like at all. I went to the beach in Florida because y'all said y'all like it. So we went. And it was nice. Not a beach person, but I don't hate it either. Like repulsed by it or nothing, but I would rather this. Rain, dreary weather. Dreary makes it sound sad. I like it. But dreary weather, gloomy weather. It's got a smell in the air too. It smells like fall. All the flora is doing its fall thing, changing colors. You didn't get this in Florida. There was one magnolia tree that was pretty when it had all its waxy leaves. And then it was pretty when all the leaves fell off still. Well, that's about it. That's all you got. One magnolia tree. I'm like, this is better. And I like even more that because I'm at the top of the hill now, because I have to keep climbing, because there's like 4 hills. That's why my fat behind is out of breath all the time. So you stand at the top of the hill and you just look forward, and there's just a landscape of trees out there. Like they tower over the buildings because they're on a hill too. And I like the hills and the valleys. So yeah, I have changed since moving here for sure. And the magnolia tree we had didn't even have a flower on it. The one across the street did. Or if it had flowers, they fell very fast. But it's nice. Even when you walk out the house in the incorrect shoes, it's still nice. Like I say, the whole world's out here. So I figured let me walk around. I ate nachos yesterday, so this is my attempt to be good. Oh, also, P.O. Box. I will make another video when I actually get it. But the P.O. Box will come at the end of the month. YouTube does actually, we are monetized, so they do give us a check for the views and ads and all that stuff, and the super chats and all that. And so when they actually do pay us, I will go get a pair of books. And I think it's at the UPS store because I don't know where the actual post office is. But anyway, it's the UPS store has post office boxes. So also there is, I made a wish list on Amazon because somebody told me you can make a wish list on Amazon and just share it that way too. So I did that. If you want to, you do not have to because ain't nothing on there but tarot cards. So, so as you know, I do have quite a few, so it's not like I need anything. But if you are just so inclined to want to buy one, then you go right ahead. But no pressure, you do not have to. As I said in another post, you watching is enough because that does matter. I care anyway, so I mean, I speak for myself. Like I always say, my first live stream on Patreon was one person. One person in the chat, and we chatted up, and I did my readings like you normally do. Because why not? If you can record a video when nobody's looking, surely you can do a live stream when nobody's there too. So, you know, one person is enough for me. Elemental Power Tarot. No, I don't have it, but I'm trying to think of which one that is. Because I just looked at a ton of them when I was making the little wish list thing. Elemental Power. No, I don't have that one. I don't recall that one, though. I do not recall what that one looks like. But I have 125, 26, because there's another one coming next month. It's Gorge. I love the way it looks. It keeps with the Rider Waite. It has basically the same images, but they're like snazzed up 100%. So I really like those. But it's coming from overseas, so it's going to take a while to get here. They say possibly by December 15th. It might be here, but it did ship actually already. So I don't know how long it takes. You starting a channel, RL? Good. What kind of channel are you going to start? So that should be coming to. And thanks to Desiree, she got one from my wish list, so that might be here today. I don't know. They don't actually tell us on the wish list thing when it's going to arrive, but it might be here today. You doing the tarot channel? You doing Lenormand? Oh, now the rain has stopped completely. It's supposed to rain all day too, and tomorrow. Oh, a tarot? Okay, good. You know, I was thinking about that the other day. Like, there's a lot of new channels, and this whole thing with the dogging out other people's channels, so we got to make rules and all this here. Like, I like the fact that people can join the community and converse with each other and all that type of stuff. I say the easiest way to do it, of course, sign into your tarot channel and then just participate in the live stream. If somebody wants to know who you are, they'll look it up. But like I did with you, Ask Tarot, like, if you don't seem like a complete crazy person, then it's like, it's like, okay, let's see if this person wants to do a video. Now, I've asked several people out there in the YouTube world if they wanted to do videos, and I get prompt no's or no answer, or they're nervous about live streams and something to that effect. So I was like, you know what, just mind my own business. Because when I first started my channel, I did not start my channel, and I still don't, for views and likes and clicks and shares and all that. Y'all ain't ever heard me say like and subscribe. Like, I'm not that person. You know how YouTube works. Either you're gonna do it on your own or you ain't. Not to mention, there's nothing wrong with it, first of all, let me say that. But I forget. Because when I turn on my camera, it's go time. Let's read. And then when I'm done reading, I turn it off. I don't give you no salutations. I don't give you no greetings. I give you okay, so, and then we get on with it. And so, when I first started my channel, you know, it began to grow because Jen said, hey, everybody go watch this person. So I like that aspect of it. I hate this whole don't mention people on other people's channel because we'll do it like that. I don't know. On one hand, it's ridiculous you got to even do that. On the other hand, like, the video is still up there. I don't know if the laugh chat plays, but there's proof to where you say somebody's name and then somebody inevitably, oh, I don't like that person because. Ain't nobody asked you, first of all. But, you know, we all got the same audience sometimes, which is a shame when one person come in and feel like they got to dog somebody out because they think they can. And so it is kind of crazy that you have to go through all those hoops to try to protect the community. But on the second hand, you can also go out and research people for yourself. Go look up some tarot readers, and if you vibe with them, shout them out. Like I did with the US Tarot. Like I did with anybody that's been on my channel. Because that was the purpose of them being here. Not just because, oh, I want to read with this person, because I don't care either way, but I want you to see them. That is the whole purpose of me doing collaborative videos, period. Because y'all know how my readings go. Do a live stream, 2 hours we read, 5 hours we chat. It's like, okay, once we done the work, now we can just catch up and chit and chat and chat and chit, you know, that type of thing. So that's the purpose of me doing collaborations, so you can see Red Lentil Healing, so you can see US Tarot, so you can see Lori, so you can see Gonka, so you can see all these people, you know. Well, anyway, so Ariel, get your channel going. Good for you. More the merrier, I say. Astrological dice. See, here's my thing. I don't know how. Me and astrology are not friends, so I don't ever use anything that has anything to do with astrology outside of tarot. Tarot has a lot of astrology in it, and I don't use the astrology part or the numerology part of tarot for the most part because that's not my ministry. Some people are fantastic with astrology. I'm not one of them people. It's just, I just not. Well, see, my community price, you can raise it to whatever. Thank you for joining, by the way. But you're supposed to be setting the tier and then giving them something equivalent. Like I did the join thing because people, there was there was a few people who said, I'd like to send you something every month, like on a monthly basis, something automatic. I'm like, okay, well, there's Patreon. You can do that. Or you can do YouTube with the join button. But I don't really have it because what you can do with this membership thing is I'm walking in the middle of the street like I own the whole road. What you could do with the membership is you can do a members only chat to where everybody right now can watch, but only the members can comment. Or you can do a members only stream to where only the members can see it. And I'm like, well, I don't do either one of those. And so I don't want to charge people $5.99 and all I'll give you is emojis. So it's like, it because I don't have perks because I don't know what to do. I don't want to do members only streams. I don't want to do members only chat. Members only chat is a good way to control the trolls. So if you have one of these channels that has millions of subscribers, sometimes they do members only chat because the trolls cannot comment because they're not members. Oh, another thing. So who's in here? Well, I seen, hey Larry girl, first of all. I've seen a couple of moderators, I think Linda and so forth and so forth. But that Google moderator is a bot by Google. So it's not a troll in itself, and it's not a real person either, to where you can talk to it and say, hey, don't delete messages. It's a bot. And I don't know what kind of word combination it's looking for, because we were in Jason's stream yesterday and it deleted 2 messages that were not derogatory, they weren't nasty, they weren't nothing. Now, one of them flashed so fast I couldn't read it, but it's one of, the regular viewers, so I'm pretty sure she didn't say nothing crazy. So, and the other one, 1111's comment, I think was just an emoji peace sign that said the word love, LOVE, capital letters. And then it got deleted. And I'm like, what in the world is... And so I highlighted Google moderator team or whatever the heck it said and Googled what that was, and it's a bot. When YouTube went down a couple days ago and came back up, it came back up with that thing. So it's like, apparently YouTube is having trouble in the age of Quackernon and in the age of left and right politics, they're having problems with controlling misinformation. Now, on one hand, I think that's bullpucky, as Rachel would say. I don't think you're having a problem with that at all. I mean, you have a problem with it, but having a problem with it means you're trying to do something about it. And I don't really think they are, but that's just my opinion. But I think this whole Google moderator in my live chat deleting random messages is ridiculous. Like, what are you doing? Because it's not deleting troll messages, it's deleting everybody else's message. I don't know what it's looking for. I don't know how to disable it. You probably can't because it comes from Google. So I don't know what the solution is to that, other than just to give the moderators a head up, because I'm pretty sure somebody's going to be like Jan yesterday. She was like, I don't understand why my comment got deleted. I don't either. We didn't actually do it. The moderators did not delete your comment. Google did. Why? I don't know. So I hate to give y'all even more stuff to do for an overboard, but tonight, I guess, in the live stream, somebody is more than likely, because they're not getting timed out though. That part I will say. They're not getting timed out, they're just getting their messages deleted. So I'm pretty sure somebody's going to be angry that their messages is deleted. So just, I guess, explain to them if they get deleted by Google that that is a bot, that is not a person, that is not us. We are not deleting you. That is something they implemented for whatever reason. They claim to help on misinformation. Yet, yesterday, the message that they deleted from 1111 had a peace sign with the two fingers sticking up and the word love in capital letters. That doesn't say Trump. It doesn't say Biden. It doesn't say Democrat. It doesn't say Republican. It doesn't say Q. It don't say none of that. So how is it that that got struck down when all the rest of the stuff does not? I don't know. Yes, Nightbot is different from the Google moderator. Nightbot, because I watch a lot of gamers that use Nightbot. Nightbot is in the chat, but you can see Nightbot. Nightbot does a lot of oh, what do you call it? It's a technical word for it, but it basically is copy paste is what they do. Hey, thumbs up the stream, like, share, subscribe, and then 10 minutes later, make sure you're respectful in the chat and blah blah blah, guidelines, this and that, and then it'll repeat those messages throughout the live stream. And this thing is like a lurker. It never presents itself in the chat until it deletes somebody's comment. At least Nightbot, you know it's there. And it's got a wrench and everything. This thing is a lurker. It is literally in the background and it just deletes random comments. If you're going to roll out some sort of gauge on words you can say and can't say, fine. But don't just delete random stuff. Like, get out of here. Making your chat stream safer is what it's supposed to do. Yes, we get trolls and we get people who, like I always say with trolls, people just want to be involved. They just want, they just want to be a part and they don't really know how. So I don't ever really try to go in on trolls. Y'all can't see. I mean, there's not much light out here and I'm as dark as you can get. But I don't know. I don't really go for the first thing to do is kick trolls out your room. Like, if you're spamming stuff or you're making people uncomfortable, okay. But if you're just a person who ain't got nothing to do and you're probably lonely and all this type of stuff, and the only way you can get attention is try to be negative, and that's different. Because you're not really malicious, you're just lonely. And that's fine, I understand that, but, you know. Yes, it is. There was a live streamer I was watching that, oh Lord, this didn't have nothing to do with tarot though, that just hated the use of capital letters. Like, don't write in all caps. Like, the moment they saw it, you got blocked. Like, if you were typing in one word was in cap, fine. But all caps, all words, they hated it. I don't care either way. Like, some people do it because they can't see. Some people do it because they want everybody else to see. Okay, fine. I don't care. Like, police in a chat room is just annoying, period. But I understand because, right now it's 202 people and everybody's well behaved and they clicked on this video for a reason and all that type of stuff. But you might get somebody stroll in that ain't got nothing else to do. So they want to try to sow a little chaos. So, I get it. But oh well. Because it's already bad enough to have rules on public forums. But what's worse is you have to make it necessary. But these little bitty things, I don't care. People who use 4,500 emojis, go for it, they're there. If YouTube will let you do it, do it. It decorates the stream. Comments are good for your channel. Comments are, Larry girl, I don't know about that. Comments are even better than likes. Comments are even better than subscription numbers. Because you've seen these, I'm pretty sure. You get a channel that's got 100,000 subscribers and they get 48 views on a video or something. Like, what's really happening? So it's, comments are the driving force of YouTube because it shows them engagement. So they like that. Good morning in California. I don't know what time it is here. I lost track because I was in the bed all day. Yes, algorithm is very important to a YouTube channel. I don't pay no attention to mine because I just don't. They email it to me and then I share it with y'all, but I did this and I'm still doing this because I like it. Not because, now mind you, I did look into my analytics and my algorithm. Just have the knowledge for other YouTube channels and other YouTubers that come along and want to know. So I'm equipped with the knowledge to tell you. But other than that, I don't care. Because if I was out actually last night, me and my brother were discussing a lady that he watches on YouTube. She does phlebotomy demonstrations and talking about the lab and lab tests that they would do in a hospital and things like that. And she's got tons of subscribers, but she doesn't get very many views on a video. Now, on one of her live streams, she had like 260 people or something like that watching. And she said, because what she was going to go into was an extensive explanation of something, because someone had requested it. But that someone was not watching at the time. And so she felt as if it would be a waste of time to go into the extensive explanation when that person's not there and there's only 268 people watching. And on the one hand, as I say, Gemini brain, try to make sense of everything, I can get where she's coming from if you are a numbers-driven person. If you have 20,000 subscribers and only 268 are watching, and you want a bigger crowd than that because, like I said, you are numbers-driven, then I understand. Me personally, I think that And I mean, okay, it's gonna sound cliche, but it's true. Okay, back to my very first Patreon live stream. There was one person, Kathy W. She's also a moderator if you see her. That was the only person in the live stream. Because mind you, it was on Patreon. I was only 56 or 58 Patreons in the first place. And then when I do the live stream later on, we probably got like up to 10, 15 people or whatever. But I had one. It doesn't matter. Like, do the live stream anyway. If you got 268 people that could be doing anything else in the world, but they chose to not just subscribe and watch you, but to take their time that they cannot get back and listen to your explanations, then pay them the respect and go through with it and cherish their time that they're giving to you that they can't get back, that you didn't pay for. And not to mention, every live stream that a person does is automatically loaded to YouTube. So that person who requested you do this can watch it later. Like sweet Jesus. They don't need to be in the room while you're doing your live stream. The 268 people gave you their time you did not pay for. Like, honor that. I think, anyway. But like I say, trying to make sense of it. If you are purely numbers driven, then I guess it's a waste of your time. Then you shouldn't have a YouTube channel at all. Because this is not a place where you need to try to go and be rich and famous and be popular. Because it's not going to happen overnight. I have 13,004 subscribers. That is a teeny tiny little bitty channel in the greater scheme of YouTube. I think Linda G and Psychic Violetta, when it comes to tarot politics, have the biggest channels. I think they have like 50,000 or something like that. Those are little channels. When you get into the horoscopes and astrology tarot, that's where the numbers come from. Because YouTube likes those because they're not controversial. So you get 100,000, 300,000, 400,000 subscribers to watch tarot readings. But again, it's zodiac, horoscope, astrology, and most of them are love readings. Like your love reading for Venus and Taurus walking down the hand on Thursday. Like they break it down for the days, like, you know. And so those are the channels that YouTube promotes the most. Because like I say, they're not controversial. They're just fortune telling. This stuff we're doing with Epstein and child trafficking and Donald Trump lying and stealing from the treasury, like, oh, that's a lot. That's a whole lot. And so we don't really peak into the hundreds of thousands because YouTube does not promote us like that. And neither does Google. Because if you scroll down your Google headline thing, it's going to be a tarot reading advertising somewhere in there, but it's always horoscope. And then people think that that's what tarot is for. Tarot is whatever you want to use it for. You shouldn't read on politics. You should read on people's life. Well, what do you think this is? So we got little channels. We got baby channels. But there is zero reason why you should not give a crap about your audience. I don't care who it is. I don't care how many subscribers you got. When I started YouTube, I had 15 subscribers. That was fantastic. I don't even know 15 people in this whole world. And yet 15 people decided they wanted to watch my video. I thought that was fantastic. Then Jen came along, I had 300 overnight. And then Lena came along, then I had 800 overnight. And so, but still, take it all the way back to when I had my first subscriber. I still thought that was fantastic. I thought I would just make videos and I would watch it. That's what I figured. You know, because, who the hell knows who you are? But, here we are. Funny how things change. The star, I like the star. The star is good. Depends on who you ask, I guess. And that's what YouTube loves, Joanne, is the love horoscopes. They love that because it's not controversial. It makes people all warm and fuzzy, or it makes people think that they're at the therapist's office and, oh my God, you just read my whole life, and oh my God, that speaks to me, and oh my God, this and that. You know, people like that. What people should like that they don't watch as much as they do the love horoscopes is oracle readings. Most oracle readings are just like the horoscope readings, except they're nicer. Because tarot it can be a little raw sometimes, but oracle is like a pat on the back. Tarot can give you a kick in the pants. Oracles can give you some great advice, but it's going to do it in a calming way. Well, thank you, Dory. Now it's trying to blow my hat away. I ain't chasing no hat down the street. If it flies away, then nice knowing you. Hats, umbrellas. If you want to fly away, you go right ahead. I am not running down the street. I will walk at this very slow pace that I am walking right now. I see. That's when I try not to rant because actually that's not true. I do it on purpose, but I try to do it in a way. I'm in Pennsylvania. I try to do it in a way where I don't appear mad because I'm never angry. That you know. Some people have been so stressed by what's going on in the world. I never was because I knew that one day it will end. Even if it was not in 4 years, it was going to end eventually. So just, calm my nerves. Even though every time you turn on the TV, he's done something horrible. I get it. But you can't do nothing about it, so just calm your nerves. Wait till it's over and then hope that karma has a sharp knife. But outside of that, I try not to do it to appear angry. I like ranting though. I'm a Gemini. I like talking, periods. Yes, a feisty butterfly. What I did was I started on my telephone and just pointed it at the table in the cards. Like my thing is, because I had a lot, a lot of complaints throughout my YouTube life, and I still do. But I always had oh, I can't hear, oh, I can't see, oh, I can't this, and why don't you do it this way? Why don't you do it that way? Nobody ever said, hey, I'm going to send you this Best Buy Walmart gift card so you can go buy you a camera. No, they said what you should do is this. Because everybody's an expert, but nobody's a helper. So do what you need to do for you, and if they like it, they'll watch. If they don't, they won't. There are 13,000 people. All of them had a problem at some point with something I did or said, but they're still here. Not to mention when they couldn't hear in the beginning or they can't hear now, the first thing they did, those who didn't complain, would put earphones on or earbuds. That way they could hear. But like I said, everybody was an expert. Well, ain't nobody volunteered to buy me nothing. So it's like you just gotta do what you can with what you can until you can do something else, which is what I did. And when I finally got monetized, and YouTube sent me a check for $113, I went and bought myself a microphone. It sucked, but it was better than what I had, so I was trying. I still had the phone though. You know, it wasn't until later till I bought an actual camera. So there you go. Yes, it was one comment. It is the comment of my life. I tattooed it on my heart. Somebody said, I hate when you shuffle. And then somebody replied to them, well, what do you want them to do? What do you want him to do? Just throw the cards in the air? I fell out. That was the funniest freaking thing I ever seen in my whole life. I like shuffling. And then it's another thing. Here's another thing. If you don't shuffle, you know what they're going to say. Why don't we ever get to see your cards? If I had it laid out for you before the reading ever started, shuffled off camera and all this type of stuff, then you'd ask me, why am I doing that? Can't please everybody, I guess. So here you go. 3 of Cups, Justice, 5 of Cups, same order in relation to the political environment. Well, RL, you tell me what it means. What do you get? Uh-oh, come the big drops now. Okay. I'm ready for you. Come on with it. Bow. Now the wind wants to blow the umbrella. You will not win today, wind. I like shuffling. I just do. Yeah, see, and that's a lot of people think that, Feisty, is that if you don't shuffle on the camera, then how am I to believe that what you're pulling is real? I mean, you gotta trust too, some people. Like my live streams, when I point the camera at myself, like you can't see me picking up the cards, but I would trust that if you've seen me do it before, then you know I'm not trying to pull one over on you now. And then why do I have to create a fake spread for Donald Trump? Oh, he gets the tower. Oh, he gets the 3 of Swords. He's going to get that anyway. He's Donald Trump. Celebration, Judgment, Retreat. Okay. There can be celebration. What did you get? Justice? 3 of Swords, just the 3 of Cups, Justice, and 5 of Cups. Is that what you said? I can't scroll up because, oh, yes I can. I got the right things on. 3 of Cups, Justice, 5 of Cups. So 3 of Cups can breed celebration because that's its base meaning is celebration. It is a togetherness. It's community. And then there is justice. Justice can be justice, can be balance, can be fairness, or anything to do with a legal system. A judge, a lawsuit, a lawyer, courthouse, notary republic, whatever. Something legal and official. Five of Cups is grief and sorrow, crying over spilled milk, the need to get over it, a loss. So if you read those together, there's a community with the lawsuit that has now lost. And that would be what they have right now. And so what you're getting is every week somebody is telling him, I'm sure there's no voter fraud here. I'm sure there is no lawsuit here. This lawsuit is bogus. This lawsuit is crap. Take it and throw it in the same place that your presidency is going to go. So you have a community facing grief over their lawsuit. That's what I would interpret that as. Because that's what's happening. Big time. And I said this in my post. You humble yourself in private or God will do it in public. And so what he's having right now is people are handing him losses left and right. He hates to lose because he does not want to be humiliated. Because he equivocates loss with failure instead of loss with lessons. Because that's what a loss is supposed to be. Okay, I lost. If I am interested in how to improve, then I will learn the lesson from this loss. If I don't want to take the lesson from this loss, then what I will do is cry over it. And so, since he doesn't want to take the lesson, he wants to play the victim, it's going to get worse. They handed you a loss in the presidency. You know good and well, Boots, you know good and well that didn't nobody cheat you. You cheated and still lost, but you know good and well that nobody cheat you. I don't care how many dead people voted that you said voted. Did nobody cheat you? Last election, it was Mexicans. Now it's dead people. Oh, all the Mexican ghosts lining up now, I guess. And so, now that you don't want to learn the lesson, you lost the presidency. Every lawsuit that Georgia, Arizona, New Mexico, Pennsylvania, you're losing all those. You're losing left and right because you had a lesson to learn in all this too. You had a lesson to learn in all of this, just like all of, not just the United States, but the whole world was supposed to look at Donald Trump and say, we don't want to be like that. But he was supposed to change himself. He was supposed to improve. This was his last chance, I guess. So the next 7 years are going to be his chance to, well, I guess, a reflection of what he didn't learn. And the Tarot, 7 of Pentacles, that's assessment. 7 of Wands, offending assessment. 7 of Cups, confusion assessment. 7 of Swords, thieving assessment. You get to assess now for these next 7 years. What you just did with your whole life was absolute crap. You get to be sued by everybody, including Aunt Jemima probably. So everything in the world is about to go wrong. But you brought it on yourself. So congratulations. Because why not? His hair. Okay, it's because I was watching Becca's live stream when she said his hair was white. I still didn't see that. I didn't look it up to see what his hair looked like. But apparently it was white. Like, okay. That is where his presidency is. And another loss, his legal team quit. After that whole landscaping 4 seasons thing, and then you doing your whole, Angel Mom was gonna sue him too. She had all her stuff pulled off the shelf under his presidency. I'm pretty sure he has something to do with it. So his legal team quit after the Four Seasons debacle when Rudy Giuliani sat there screeching at that podium next to the dildo shop. And the next thing you know, everybody's the laughing stock. So they're like, this is too clown show for us. I think we gotta go. Which I understand, because it is very clown show. But what does it say about your judge of character that you wanted to be hired on as Donald Trump's attorney in the first place? Okay, sign up to try to defend the man who is holding the smoking gun. First of all. Second of all, hire a man who doesn't pay anybody. Like, get out of here. What law school you go to? Pat Robinson's law school? Mm, mm, mm. And that's another thing. Pat Robinson. Oh, never mind. I'm going to do a reading on him because somebody asked me to, so I'm going to do a reading on him. Somebody sent me a email or a comment in the section that I emailed to myself so I didn't forget that Pat Robinson and all of the world is going to end people said that Trump was going to get a second term and that he was going to usher in the end times. And I'm like, well, first of all, that's not good news. And mind you, I am saved, sanctified, and Holy Ghost filled too. So according to your religion, I get to go to heaven. So I'm not afraid of the trials and tribulations in the Bible. But the world coming to an end is not good news. Because the rapture did not happen until after the tribulation. And then whoever, it depends on who you ask. Some people say it happens before. But Donald Trump, meaning that he's the Antichrist, is basically what you're saying without saying it. Why would you vote for the Antichrist? Now, I don't believe he's the Antichrist. I think he's just stupid. And I don't take that back because it's true. But why on earth would you vote for the Antichrist? So that he can usher in the end times. That means you're about to die. That makes no sense. I understand that yes, you're about to die, but you're going to go to heaven. But shouldn't you just want to be here? Because why were you here in the first place? Why is your ultimate reward to die and go to heaven? Shouldn't your reward be life? And then, especially in your condition, because you got all the money and the fame and the popularity. I don't understand this whole I'm jonesing for the end of the world stuff like that. This is so bizarre to me. And I get it. You want to go to heaven, but if he, okay, you get what I'm saying. If he's the Antichrist, what the hell? That don't make any sense to me. But I guess it's not supposed to because it doesn't make any sense. Good Lord. But you know what? Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. If you want to vote for the Antichrist and then call yourself a Christian, you go right ahead. But he's not smart enough, savvy enough, polarizing enough, or I should say magnetic enough to be the Antichrist. The Antichrist needs to convince you that he is Christ. As in, he might even die and resurrect in 3 days, kind of like somebody getting COVID and then being okay in 3 days. But he didn't do it right. You were supposed to get COVID, fall violently ill, be on a respirator, a ventilator, and then 3 days later, you're all peachy keen. You walk out with your Superman shirt on. You tell people, I have risen. roll back the stone, he is not there. The whole bit, you're supposed to do all that, but you didn't do it right. So you can't be the Antichrist. You can't be stupid and dumb. You're going to have to pick one of the other. And you can't. I'm the Antichrist. No, you're not. You some fool with orange hair and orange skin. That's what you is. And you got beat up at the Cheeto convention, and now all of a sudden you're the leader of the free world. Get out of here. Mm-mm. But do what you want to do. I don't know, BQ. I hadn't heard that. Like, he has no basis, though. His cases are already being dismissed. I think, what was that, 16 DOJ officials telling Barr, okay, this is garbage. All of these states Trump was suing told him it was garbage. Like, this is what he's supposed to do, though. Last ditch effort. I mean, I can't really. I guess I can blame him, but I can't blame him because I mean, this is what you do when you're a narcissist and nobody likes you. You say the only reason you won is you cheated. No, half of you cheated and then lost. That's what happened. Can't even cheat right. Jesus. But that also goes to show you, if you think about it, how unpopular this person is. To where you cheated. There was hundreds of thousands of votes possibly that were not counted, that were lost, thrown away, burned, changed, or whatever the case may be, and you still lost. Like it was that many more people that voted against you. So Biden might have got 90 million. You know what I mean? Like, it was that many more people that even with the tactics you employed, you still lost. Like people, I mean, it was 40 degrees here, 43 degrees here at 6 a.m. And the line went from here to Opelousas so that people can stand in line and make sure their vote was counted. This is how unpopular that many votes could have been lost, damaged, or changed. And you still lost because of the sheer amount of people that were against you. It was insurmountable. I said this, I mean, everybody said this. I ain't taking credit like I'm some psychic. I said only way he could win is if he cheated. And he cheated and still lost. Like, and no, the Electoral College is not going to change and vote. It's not going to happen. I know that's the new fear. That's not going to happen. They're going to vote the way they need to, when they're supposed to. Biden got, 306 confirmed? The end. He's already hiring cabinet picks. He is already supposed to be getting intel briefings, which means he's president-elect. Not just in our minds, but in reality. So yeah, it's over. Hi, Lenny. I took your suggestion and I made a wish list on Amazon. But this man was that disliked to where there was no way whatsoever he was going to win. Zero. Now, in my summation, I believe that he didn't even get, I don't think it was that close to where 76 million to 70 million. I don't think it was that close. Because that too makes no sense. Because he had 60 to 63 last time. And whoever helped him cheat the last time, they realized that the popular vote is a bit garbage. Because, Desiree, if you put a person's name with the at symbol in front of it, it'll highlight your name to where only you can see it. Well, not only you can see it, but you see the highlighted part. But you have to do it all as one name. So if you did mine, Tarot's Apprentice would have to be one word, but you have to put the at symbol in front of it. And you know what? I said this too. Where was I at when I said this? But I said this. Somebody live stream. No, I said this to James, I think last night. If you think about it, I said this, I think I said this to y'all too. I don't remember. I say so much, I talk too much. But why would you, in the same breath, say, stop counting and I want to recount? Like, just think about that little small little piece of taste of what I just said. Stop counting and recount. You don't want me to count all the votes, but you want me to recount all the votes? What kind of dumb... Oh, Jesus. You gonna either be dumb or stupid. You are not allowed to be both. What in the holy hot box of hell is going on in your brain? Don't count the votes, because they're cheating. But recount all the votes, because I'm losing. You idiots. I'm like, what a maroon. I can't. That's their president, y'all. That's their president. I don't want you to count no more because, and here's another thing. Becca said this too. If you're losing, then you should count all of them because you might be able to get one or two more votes. And did it not occur to you that if you and DeJoy had mailmen throwing people's votes away, that some of those might have been for you? Like, I don't understand. I swear, the only fear I have is that humankind does not learn and we're going to do this again. That's the only thing I think about sometimes. Because we don't learn. Of course we don't, because we had Andrew Jackson and here we got Donald Trump, so we don't learn. It just takes a while to repeat sometimes. But now I want you to count. Because they had people out there at the Idiot convention when he had his little rally or Stop the Steal. First of all, it's called Stop the Theft, not Stop the Steal, but I guess you learned that at Be Best Academy. Stop the Steal. And so they're out there, they got their MAGA hat on, because why not? It protects your brain from knowledge. And then they got signs that say audit the vote, because they want people to make sure that everybody who voted is alive and everybody who voted is registered and legal. Okay, that'd be fine. But let's say, for instance, in Donald Trump's America, you got your mail-in ballot because you shut in, because you're quarantined. You voted, sent it in, and then died. Like, I can't, period, with this whole person. But I just, okay, fine, whatever. Lose or don't lose, concede or don't concede. It really don't matter. You don't have to concede. Now, I read something today. He did admit that he lost, but I didn't double check to see if that was true. It was one of them New York Post, New York Times, New York somebody. But it doesn't matter. You don't have to concede. They have special marshals. He did on Twitter. Okay, I thought he did. But you didn't have to. Now, you concede. That don't mean you have to leave. You don't have to leave either. Because all Biden got to do is walk in there, call security. They can get you some orange handcuffs and carry your hand right out the door. Oh, jeez, who voted for this sucker? I swear. My neighbor, though, had a Women's for Trump sign in her yard. I really wanted to ask her, because she stand outside and smoke a cigarette every day. I want to ask her, what policy has he put forth that has benefited womankind anywhere? Anywhere on this planet. Where? Tell me where. Tell me what it is that he has done that says, oh, women, Trump is a champion for women. Tell me where. Tell me what it is. Tell me when it happened. How does it help you? Details, please. Because I don't want to hear about abortion. That man don't care nothing about abortion. He probably can't spell abortion, let alone abortion. Tell me something else. What has he done for women? Except give them 150 reasons to sue him. I can't. Still Bonka's fashion line. Oh, Lord. You know, it's raining like crazy and the phone is not wet. Praise God. Keep it under the hat. He's, you know what? He gonna be gone. I know people are sort of on edge with this. What is he gonna do? Again, he doesn't frighten me, so I'm not really concerned about what he about to do. I think, well, come on with the big drops. Bow, umbrella. I'm the only fool out here walking around in the rain. It's like I own this neighborhood. I'm the only person outside. But I don't hear what he's about to do. I just don't. Only thing, and I know I should have other stuff to worry about, but all I really care about is, can you find them kids' parents? That's it. Well, come on the storm then. Can y'all hear me? Come on with the storm then. That's loud. You hear me? Okay. Come on with the storm. That's all I care about is, can Biden help those kids find their parents? That's it. Everything else, I don't care. We got, I mean, it's coming down like this. Okay, I try. It do sound like sparklers though. Oh, and then it stopped. Oh no, there it goes. I try to hold it close. I hate when people hold it close when the camera close to their face. So I try not to do that. Oh, look at me. Can't see where I'm going. I'm not walking though. I'm standing still. So we ain't in no danger. This wind keep trying to take this umbrella from me though. I got a trick for it though. I love the rain. It's cold too. I wait all year for this. Well, I'm gonna say it's not cold. It's cool. That's what it is. But, oh, now it's acting like it got some sense. Okay, there I go again. I ain't going in the house. I know that though. I will enjoy it while it's here. Because in about 6 months' time, I'm going to be, oh, it's hot. I can't stand it. It's 78 degrees. It's hot outside. Oh, I ain't got no sense. Yeah, it's under here. I need one of those hats that got the umbrella on it. Because I hate holding the umbrella. I can't have my Gandalf stick when it's raining because I got to have the stinking umbrella in the hand. I'm used to that, Larry girl. I remember a long time ago when I was in Florida and I burnt my hand. I got so many messages about what to do and take care of your hand, and I got a bunch of mom messages. And everybody had to preface what they said because they didn't want to feel like, I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but I'm a mom, so let me tell you, take care of your hand, do this, do that. And the way I burnt it was extra stupid. I had a ninja coffee maker, and it's got writings everywhere, such and such milliliter this and ninja that and all this different gadgets and gadgets it got on it. And I'm like, okay. At the top of it is some additional writing that says, don't you put your hand, your foot, your face, you're nowhere near these vents because steam come out of here and it's hot. So, of course, I reached across it at the top and burnt my whole hand. Well, just a little smidget of the hand. I got to be dramatic. I burnt my hand on steam. Not fire, not the stove, a coffee maker, and some steam. Burnt my hand. Sure did. I sure did. So it's like, don't put your hand up here, like the instructions say. And it's still kind of there still. I mean, once you damage your tissues like that, it doesn't really go away, I guess. But it burnt, and it burned fast, like a blowtorch burn. Like it burned super fast. And I'm like, oh, son of a mother. But, I don't care. I don't know if it's one of them things to where I'm not self-conscious about that type of stuff. Like, I don't need the scar to go away. I don't really care. Because when you work retail for as long as I did, then you get cuts and scrapes all day. Don't even know where they came from. You figure, oh, well, there's another one. Add it to the bunch. That's what skin does. Largest organ we have, the one we take care of the least. It's exposed to everything. I don't know what it was, dry or wet. What I don't steam was steam to me, but it burnt the crap out of my hand. I know that. Yeah, I got plenty of scars, and all from just random things like coffee makers and steam. Actually, I think most of my scars come from heat and fire, though. You know, I hate. I don't know. I don't know if I have a funny retail experience because they're all are the same. I just I've experienced everything. I've been robbed before. I've had people bring me presents. People drop dead in the store. Like, whatever you think you might experience in retail, I've seen it. It was some woman. I don't know what she was on, but as they say in the street, she was hiding in a cooter brown. She came in there, and I worked in one of these dollar stores, and the dollar stores here in America, or I should say the United States, are synonymous with having bathroom keys and then something attached to the bathroom key, a tire, a ruler, whatever they can find to make sure you don't steal anything. She actually use the bathroom. Something in me, that little voice that we don't pay attention to until it's too late, said don't give her that key. But I gave her the key. She went in there, and we only have one bathroom, one public bathroom anyway. She went in there, came out 3 minutes later, had no shirt on, memories flying in the wind, walking around screaming. And not screaming the words, just like, she's just screaming. And I'm like, what the hell's happening over here? And then she went back in the bathroom. And somebody said, she might be schizophrenic, she might be having an episode. So then we tried to talk to her through the door. And she's screaming. And she's screaming some more. She screamed for 5 minutes straight. So we call the police. Police call. They get there. And we open the door. Because she got the only key to get in. But we can pop it open. Because it's jankety. So we get the knife. Pop the door open. And she's squatting on the floor. Taking a crap on the floor. In front of the toilet stool. I'm like, see, this is the kind of thing you get beat up for and people don't feel bad for you. I mean, she's screaming to the highest of heavens. Squatting down in front of the toilet stool. Crapping on the floor. So then, I go back to what I was doing because I was not the manager on duty. So I'm cashiering. She's still screaming. There's a police officer. He was a man. He's standing outside outside of the bathroom, and she's still screaming with the door wide open. And he's like, this is like the door, right? He's standing over here so that you can't see him if you're standing in the bathroom. And so every time he poke his head back, then she stopped screaming. And then once he walked away a little bit, then she screamed some more. So then the EMTs came and got her. She wrapped in a blanket, strapped down to the thing, and they got her behind out of there. And then the manager, he went over there to look at the bathroom, And it's a pile of turds as big as Mount Kilimanjaro in front of the toilet. He was like, so you want to clean it up? I was like, you are the manager, sir. So I think you want to clean it up, is what you think to say. Uh-uh. That's what you get paid the big bucks for. Even though you only make $1 more than I do. You clean it up. Go get you a mop. Get you 2, 3 of them. Get you what's your little scoop shovel thing? What you call them? The broom thing that you sweep the thing in with the broom. Go get you one of them. Take you some shoes off the shelf. Don't wear your shoes. Take you some shoes off the shelf and get you a whole bunch of cleaner and have at it, Hoss. That's what you do. That's what you're gonna do with your life right now. I don't know what she was on, but something told me, don't you get that woman that key. I guess she'd either done it in the bathroom or hell right there on the floor. I can't. But that's retail for you though. You get to deal with everybody and everything that everybody's walking around with. I refuse. Oh, I like retail though, but I don't want to do it anymore. I really don't. I think I'm over people interactions that are not pleasant. There it is. I got some light now. I'm walking in the shadows. Some kind of assassin. I ain't no janitor. It was a dollar store. We had 2 employees. Yes, I've only worked in retail. I love retail. I do it on purpose. I like it. I like the people. I don't mind the job. The job is a job, but because, I don't have an expensive life, so I ain't got to go out and make no $23 an hour or nothing. So I like the job, like I say, it's a job. But I like the people interaction and how you have so many of them per day. Because you can check out, 350 people easy in the grocery store I used to work in because it was that busy. And so you having, all these different people and different energies and different conversations, and I liked it. Ugh. See, that's the kind of thing you get hogtied for, smeared on the walls. Like, what the heck? You got rained on too? Yeah, we had a deluge a minute ago. Pennsylvania was like, oh, you like the rain? You like the rain, do you? Okay, here you go. And dumped it all on me at the same time. The umbrella was trying to run down the street, was trying to rip my hat off, drown the phone. That's okay. We was prepared. I got a little bit of wet t-shirt contest going on, but it's all right. I ain't going nowhere. Right now it's just windy. And this tree keep trying to trip me. That's all right. You better look, I ain't got no fireplace. Have something for your body. But it's nice and windy. The leaves are flying everywhere. I love the sight of it. My glasses are dark and ain't no sun out here. Guess the UV rays are still active though. Bye, Stacy. Bye, Stacy. Yes, it followed me. Yes. It has stayed. It actually is an odd fit because there's a lot of space right here, and there's like no head in it. So it don't fit all the way to your head. But I figured I'd put one on, and I guess good thing I did. Yes, they are blowing fast here too. I love it. I like to see them fall. That's what I've been looking at for the past, few weeks when I stare out the window is just the leaves falling. That would have been nice chaos, but she needed to go. I hope she got some help because she lost a ever-loving man in that storm. Because she wasn't even saying words. She was just screaming. And not even like terror or horror movie screams. She was just, ah! I'm like, okay. And then the manager, oh, that poor child. I think he was all of 22 years old, 23, something like that. He was like, well, what do I do? I'm like, call the police online. That's what you do. You ain't got to handle that. They don't pay us to go tackling crazy people. The last time, and I tell everybody this too, like, if they stealing something, okay, call it to their attention. Hey, you stole it. I seen you give it back. If they make a run for it, let them run. Okay. I worked at another dollar store in Oklahoma, and the manager I worked for, we all went to church together. And so the manager I worked for, her two daughters also worked for that same dollar store, or the company anyway. But they would always come over to her store when they weren't working to help her out. And so the daughter was pregnant, already recipe for disaster. And the mother is trying, I'm at home, and this was on the news. This is on the news if you ever want to look it up. I don't know how you look it up, but it was on the news because we had a camera at the time. So the manager is standing in the doorway because they're about to confront this man that they just found stealing. So she's standing in the doorway so that he has to go through her. And so he pushes her out the door because he's pushing her and the door at the same time. So he pushes her out the door. The daughter runs up, who is pregnant 7 months at the time, and then he punches her right in the mouth, and she falls. And then he runs off, and he got arrested later, but then bailed out. I'm like, Lord Jesus, just let them go, okay? Just let them go. Ain't none of that stuff in that store yours. I understand that you get a bad inventory, it reflects badly on you. I get it, but ain't none of that stuff in that store yours. Everything in that stuff in that store is insured except you. So take care of yourself. You want to steal that loaf of bread? Okay, I'm not going to stop you. I'm going to tell you, hey, put that down. And if you take a run for it, then run. Because if I call the police, they're not going to arrest you over no loaf of bread. So what do I need to fight people for? That's traumatizing. No, thank you. No, thank you. If you wanted that bad, take it. You walk around with that karma. How many places? Everywhere that is a national chain I worked at. Walmart, Target, Walgreens, CVS, Family Dollar, Dollar General. Plenty grocery stores, local chain grocery stores. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11, 12, 13. If you count Best Buy, I worked there one day. 13 places, probably 14 if I think hard enough. 14, because I worked at a hotel too. So 14, I've worked 14 places. Had 14 jobs. Never got fired. Always quit because I moved. No, 15, because I worked for Hallmark too. Did I say 13, 14, 15? 15, I think it's 15. Did I say 14 last? I like all of them because I like retail. And so retail does not really change. It's just the only thing that changes about retail are the people you work with. The job itself is the same. You stand there, you cashier, you stand there, you stock. Customers in between, clock in, clock out, go home. It's the same. It's all the same. Only thing different is the merchandise you deal with or the people that you work with. That's it. Even most registers are set up the same. So it's not really, I guess to pick a favorite. Now the group of people, I had a least favorite. I hated Best Buy. That's why it was one day. But everybody else, I don't know. As you can see, there's 143 people in here. I kind of mesh with a little bit of everybody. So I've never really had strong issues at work. I get along with everybody. The people I don't get along with know to avoid me because what we not gonna do. And outside of that, everything is the same. Hallmark, I will say, was the easiest job I had. That and the hotel. The hotel, I was the night houseman or whatever they called it. So if you asked for something on the little phone, I took it to you. Outside of that, I didn't have nothing to do. Hallmark, as in the greeting card store, we just put up greeting cards all day. And then when you were done with that, which took all of 2 hours, then I was done. We just sat around. Now all retail says this. It is never true, but all retail says there's always something to do. Because at Hallmark, what they wanted you to do is if you found yourself with nothing to do, was to walk around in dust because it's a glass store pretty much. I'm like, I ain't not dusting all it. What do I look like, Mary Poppins? Why I look like walking around dusting stuff? First of all, dust what? Ain't nothing dirty. But no, I'm gonna walk around dusting. I'm stand here. These little 6.5 hours is up. Well, you better blow. He ate the rapper too. Jump off a tree and float. Oh, Lord. I believe I can fly. What time is it? It's dark. Oh, they got their Christmas tree up. Ain't that cute? Am I cold? Oh, absolutely not. I wait all year for this weather. I am definitely not cold. The only thing that ever gets cold is my hands. I do have my bumper shoots, so it won't get wet and cold because my shirt's actually not wet. It does look like it, but it's really not. So I'm not cold. But I told y'all before, let me say it again. The moment it starts snowing and I'm awake, I'm coming outside. I apologize in advance to anybody who is also live when I go live. But when it snow, I got to come out here. I guess I ain't got to do a live stream. I can do a video, but coming outside, one way or the other. Absolutely. It's going to happen. I should went to the store. You know what I need is a welcome mat so that we don't track water in the house. We had a mat in Florida that's actually down, which is very extremely ineffective because it's cloth. But it was fine for Florida because where we lived was apartments and it was covered. So it never got wet. But where we live now, there is no covering. It's just porch water. Put it in the wish list. I can go down the street and get that. See, I made the wish list because you suggested I should get the wish list because people, buy you stuff from the wish list. But I don't need anything. I don't even need the tarot cards. But I put them in there because, why stop the addiction now? But, the store is for the mat that's down the street. So I can just go get the mat. I got to get orange juice anyway, so I might as well just walk down there, get the mat, get the orange juice, same time. Bada bing, bada boom, go home. I have never successfully flown a kite, even in windy Oklahoma. It's just not something I could make work. I know it sounds easy because, and I said this too, if you ever start a sentence with all you got to do is, that means it's easy for you. But I could never get one to take flight and stay aflight. I never could get that to work. So I stopped trying. I like kites. I love kites, actually. But it's like all these strings. I'm not that person, though. All these strings everywhere. Which one do you hold? Do you let it go? What's happening? That never worked for me. But it would be. The clouds are moving like crazy. There's no lightning, so I don't have to worry about that, Benjamin Franklin. So everything's nice. It's cool, so you can stand out here for an extended period of time if you can stand it. So yeah, it would be a good day for that. Wait a minute, 1:58. Okay, I got 2 minutes. I'm gonna start walking home, man. So I'll see some of y'all tonight, or hopefully all of y'all tonight, on Jen's channel, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Also, there is a community post up on my channel, and there'll probably be one on theirs too, if you would like to leave a question, suggestion. Of course, we don't get to all of them because you know how we do. We kind of go down the rabbit hole at times. So, thank y'all for hanging out with me, for battling the storm. I've been walking for 2 hours, Jesus. That means I get to eat more nachos. You know what that means? So I thank y'all very much. And I will see some of y'all tonight. Hopefully all of y'all tonight. Be there, be square. Thank you very much. Oh, Sienna's live. Okay, so let's go watch Sienna. I'll see y'all later. Wait, see if I can turn this off with these darn gloves on.